of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Boilermakers will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Cornhuskers offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Wide open downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line getting set on second down. Quick completion to the right. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The Cornhuskers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Great job by the back on the option.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
To the air, it's Bohannon. Unloads it left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Purdue!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. It'll be a draw. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll try to pop the draw. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. And on that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Running to the left. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Back to throw, it's Bohannon. He fires one deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Got him downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming. The give to the tailback. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermaker! They'll try to add another to their lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
The throw to the outside is complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end. And he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run the draw. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 10 over Notre Dame. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's out past the 35. There he goes! The 30! The 20! And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Purdue!
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of it.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. Good presence of mind by the quarterback there to not panic when the ball went on the ground and able to get it back.
We'd just like to see better ball security, Reese, from the quarterback, too. You know, you got to keep 2 hands on the ball at all times. It doesn't matter. You're looking downfield. You know you're going to have guys around you trying to swat away from the football. Got to keep 2 points of pressure at minimum on that ball, and the quarterback lucky to follow him.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Unloads quickly. And catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their... He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. Turning it on! And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The give out of the gun. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on second down. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Bohannon. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
Breaks free in the middle. Touchdown, Boilermaker! He would not be denied. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one. Touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got him. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Bohannon. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Tackled there by the defense. The Boilermakers want to move quickly. Going to take a shot on second and short. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking to throw, it's Bohannon. And they can't make the play on third down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Boilermakers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Back to pass. Firing to the end zone. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Give him 6. Touchdown, Purdue! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Here's the return from inside his 10. The coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Huskers will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Making side adjustments here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Bohannon. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Now, on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run.
Breaks into the open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
They'll leave it with the lone back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And the pummeling has started.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Gives it on the option. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Finds his tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Trying to keep this drive alive. There he goes. Touchdown, Purdue! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those fight.
Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, running back gets the give. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, give on the inside. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical.
Touchdown, Boilermaker! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, the this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something. Put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll pull it down. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not
turning it on. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead.
That's a fumble on the play. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Barry. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Huskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Next, going for the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
attempt the try. Bangs it through for an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Old Dominion delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Norfolk. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Back to pass, it's Bohannon. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to run it. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Keep it going.
Leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. 2nd and goal for this offense. Trying to pound their way in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? Trying to pound it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
How about the offense? The offense goes with the run on 3rd and goal, thinking they can push it in there and be physical. The defense is having absolutely none of that. Nice job by the defense, committing to the run, being physical, and stuffing this offense.
Trying to bully their way in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And the Boilermakers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill at running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Cornhusker. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on it. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going. It can build throughout the season.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They're going to ride this running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive results.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. That's caught. It's Smith. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet and not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.